Welcome, big world. It's KJ Cool here. Let's go! Okay. Hey, welcome to the fake news, where we only talk about our opinions and we do zero research. Come along for the ride. Boom! I mean, it's just your opinion, isn't it, man? Yeah, I mean, I thought so, but, some people think I'm the news. I know. I can do what I want. Gosh. Every man and his dog has heard about the whole drama between Shame and Trish that rhymes like fish and Jeffers, the Antichrist. But I'm not going to get into it today. I'm going to talk about something a little bit different that I noticed in one of Trish's breakdowns. Probably the most lucid breakdown, to be fair, and what Shane's last upload was. Let's get into this. It's very intriguing. So his last upload was 7 months ago, and it was in regards to having a demon in his house. How lovely. Yeah, he talks about this a lot, and he actually talks about how most houses he's lived in, there has been a dark spirit following him. Now, in this whole friendship breakdown, Trish, she touches on the darkness, and this is what I think's happening. He is possessed. That's it. That's why he's so nasty.
Ryland's confused. It's like, come back to reality, sweetie. Like, you're so far gone in this cult or some shit. Like, sold their soul to the devil. And that's why I want no part of it. No part of them. Like, rebuke it. It's... whew.
And then I heard her say, rebuke them. And I started thinking, that's a very strange thing to say about your ex-friend, that they are evil and you need to rebuke them like the devil. I was like, woo. Anyway, she says a few more things, and then Shame says a few things which connected all the dots. Don't click away just yet. I have more footage to prove my point, that I really do think he has a dark spirit in him.
Oh my God! I don't know if it's like because I'm dealing with issues in it, personal issues, and I'm also writing scary stuff too, and I'm also like, I'm just so susceptible and open to ghosts and stuff. So I think whatever I am as a person is just very open to good stuff and darkness. So
there you go. He's actually admitted that he's very open to the darkness, and probably because he's got that way of thinking, he probably has let some bad stuff in. All the haunted places he's been to, he's probably never even white lighted himself or protected himself. He doesn't seem religious, so I don't think the Lord is on his side. And we all know Jeffers is the Antichrist, and it's not Jeffers' fault. He has not made him evil. He's been evil since he was very young. Mark my word. Now he's going to explain how Trish saw the demon, and he also explains that she is a very truthful person and wouldn't make stuff like that up. There you go.
And probably a week later, Trish was here, and she was on my couch, and she was sitting where I usually sit. So I was sitting across from her, and Rylan was there too. And out of nowhere, it's around midnight, and she just goes, and I said, what? And she goes, nothing. And I said, what? What did you see? And she goes, it was weird. I saw like this, like a shadow or something go up the stairs. And me and Rylan grabbed my arm, and I was just like, oh my God. Because it's one thing for me to see things because I can just be like, I'm crazy. But it's another thing for another person to see something. And also Trish isn't one of those people that like, I mean, maybe in her videos or whatever, I don't know. But in real life, like she's not one of those people that would lie about something like that or just be like, oh my God, I think it's a demon. Like, no, she was shook and it was real.
Fuck Shane. Fuck Shane. I've never had the worst feeling about someone in my life. Like, I'm not crying or upset or hysterical because I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked. There's something really wrong with this person.
Okie dokie, so Shame has seen Mr. Shadow Man, Trish has seen him, and now you're gonna see that Andrew the cameraman's seen him. Now, if they're all making it up, then whatevs, but I just don't...
The next night, happened again. Saw a person turn, and I was like, what the fuck? And Rylan's like, what? I'm like, I literally just saw like a shadow walk up the stairs. And he was like, oh, it's probably a demon, or probably a ghost, because that happens everywhere we move.
Do you think there's a problem that everywhere you move, entity spirit follows you? I think you should look into that. It's not normal, man. I've moved 20 times in my life. I haven't had an entity following me. I'm just saying.
But this time was different because I've never seen something. I've heard things and I've felt things, but I've never seen like a shadow man. Ooh, that's so scary. Just saying that.
I will say, yeah, your last house was crazy too. Like,
Yeah.
but I never saw anything either. So I don't know if it's just like elevating or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So Shame has seen Mr. Shadow Man. Trish has seen him. And now you're going to see that Andrew, the cameraman's seen him. Now, if they're all making it up, then whatevs. But I just don't feel these guys are making it up.
Okay, what did you just see?
It just sounds like I'm like indulging in the whole thing. I don't know. It just literally looked like somebody was, as if like the window behind the shade was open or something, and somebody kind of like poked their hand so that you could like see it, kind of like an indentation almost, and then it like went up. It was like a very like, I don't know. It was like a fucking. How would you even explain that? I don't even. Does that happen? I don't know. There's not like an air vent behind it, is it?
No, the last time that happened was around the time I saw the shadow up there on the stairs. But it to me, it looked like somebody was behind the window and they pressed their hand up against it and the whole thing shook.
I haven't been thinking about ghost stuff or anything like that. Literally, it like caught my attention, and I kind of like looked over and I saw that it was like I don't even know how to explain it.
It was in the same place, right next to the stairs that I've been seeing things go up and down.
That was crazy. Now I'm like a little bit on edge. That area, yeah, too.
Woo, it's pretty spooky. I'll give you that much. Now, the next person he talks to about it is his personal trainer. When they were in the gym, the camera kept focusing and refocusing and then going blurry. Then, as she's explaining here, in their session, she actually saw something go in front of the camera. And whenever the camera was on Shane, it would go blurry. And Shane's like, yeah, I felt like something was watching me the whole time I was in the gym. Well, that's creepy. But why do you feel it in every single house that someone's watching you or following you, or really is time to talk to your local priest, bruh?
I have no interest in ever mending this friendship at all. I am making this video to once again rebuke that trio because there is some evil, dark shit happening there. I don't know what it is, but I rebuke it. I don't support it. I appreciate people who can speak their truth because I know it's super scary. It's truly scary. I'm truly in shock by everything.
I think welcome to the club, buddy. Nearly anyone that has a close friendship with Shane seems to get bitten by the whatever's in him because there's friends that he's lost and they all seem like lovely people. Like Garrett. You'd be hard to find someone who doesn't like Garrett. I don't know a lot about Andrew, the cameraman, but he also seems like a pretty solid, salt of the earth person. Drew Monson, gone. He's just a little kookster. All the people that out of his life, they don't exist anymore. And you know how I know they're good people? They've never spoken up to what happened to their friendship, but it's ended. And I know they're good people because they've never spoken about it. And Trish is talking about it right now, but she's not talking about it in a nasty fashion. She's talking about it in a fashion that she is beyond shocked. And I get it.
And I don't I just don't care. I'm 32 now. Believe me, don't believe me. Watch me, don't watch me. I don't care. I'm gonna just speak my truth. That's really all I have. That's really all I have.
Yeah, girl, you got the power of the truth. And I actually do believe you because who else would cry on their kitchen floor monthly? Yeah, it's pretty raw emotion. And I know you're not making it up or trolling because, man, you look pretty bad when you're bawling your eyes out with snot pouring out everywhere. I think you're pretty truthful, all right?
I feel so stupid blindly defending him last year too. I didn't even see half the stuff I went by. I didn't see it. And by Shane's mentality, that's what Jeffrey didn't tell me. And you know what? I should have been more aware. And not to bring all that back up and stuff like that, but when I rewatched the video, he had me private and delete. I was like,
it's okay, girlfriend. Don't beat yourself up. A psychologist told me a long time ago this. I asked, why do I attract so many liars and bad, deceitful boyfriends, etc.? And she's like, well, people like to hang around truthful people like moths around a light. And I'm actually a very honest person, sometimes to a fault. But I don't lie. But I attract liars. And I was always shocked. How is is this possible? And she said, well, hanging around you makes them feel like they're good people and they don't lie. And it also is like a game because they have a fake facade of who they actually are. So if they're hanging around a really honest person, everyone's going to think they're honest. It's pretty easy. I can't believe I didn't work it out myself. But anyway, that's why we pay the big bucks for the people of the mines. Anyway, you live and learn. My friends out there, you live and learn. And there's a lot of people deceiving other. Now, my point of this video, thinking maybe Shane has a possession, well, I still believe it. I think he needs to look into it, go see a priest. I don't know, man. But if you've got a dark entity following you to every house, it might have something to do with you. Because not every house you move into is going to be haunted. The fact of the matter is people who don't even believe in ghosts are being affected by your ghost. There's a lot of darkness here. A lot of people blame Jeffers. Now, Jeffers is a dark soul himself, but at least he's open about it. He doesn't seem to hide it. Like, he is a biatch right out in the public, just letting it rip, and Shane hides it. You tell me, who would you prefer? The person that hides it or the person that just lets it rip? Because the person that lets it rip is a little bit more honest, in my opinion. And anyway, Trish, you don't need to worry about these bozos anymore because they're just bozos. I tell people when they get down, don't let the turkeys get you down because they're just turkeys. They're demon turkeys. And you're getting married, so this is awesome. You've met a gorgeous fiancé. His name is Moses. He'll protect you from the dark souls of the earth. You're on the up and up, girlfriend. You don't need those baddies anymore until they get exorcised. Bottom line, say, look, I can't be your friend until you get exorcised. I think that's fair. What do you guys reckon? Let me know in the comments. I mean, I don't understand why Trish just kept referring to them being evil and rebuking them. That just made me think all of this. And if Shane does have a dark entity living with him, it will make him do pretty bad things. I don't know what he was like before he was famous. Maybe he was a nice person. Maybe he wasn't this egotistical manipulator. So it's just a question I wanted to throw up to the people of the big world. What do you think, Jeffers?
Hello? Hey God, it's Jeffree Star. Yeah. Well, if anyone fucks with me, they're gonna die. Okay, love you too. Bye.
Jeffers was talking to God? Ah, no, it wasn't God. I saw who you're on the phone with, you trickster. Anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all those funky things with all the little jazz hands. Touch all the buttons because you'll make one little koala really happy. And remember, if you sub, let me know because I will be sending you 50 years of free good vibes. I mean, come on. That is a bloody bargain. Don't get much better than that these days. Cheers, ballers.
Well, the weatherman in us. To forget the dark days of history. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Time will manifest the endless possibility. Open your eyes to see the world is darker than it seems. So keep dreaming on. Dreaming on, love with the crazy, crazy.
Dave Chappelle taught me the worst thing to call someone is crazy